Good morning everyone and welcome back to Schneid's 15. Today we're going to tear into the brakes on this thing. Try and make it exciting, wait on that windshield to get in, wait on the master cylinder, and we'll probably be able to take this thing for a drive soon. I hope you guys can see this back in here, but there's a nut right here and on the other side it's a 1 1/8, 1 1/16. Anyways, they're a cam and they adjust where your brake shoes go. So if I adjust this, I can't remember what way, so we're just gonna go and see if they get loose. Oh, that's tightening, felt it tighten. Go like that and loosen them. So it's loose now, but there's such a ridge on this drum we cannot get it off, so I'll show you what I do. There we go. By loosening this wheel cylinder here, it allows my shoe just ever so slightly to come this way, and then when I pry in behind, you can get your ridged drum, not rotor, drum over top, which I will take a grinder and grind that out so it's easier for install. There is a tool for this, but as you can see, that works just fine. We'll set that to the side. Do both those. But these you will want, guys. This will lock behind your spring and pull off. Here, I'll get this out of the way. You can put that into your shoe. It'll prick into there. Then you just squeeze here. You just go like this, pull your shoes out, off to the side, you're done. Now our wheel cylinder's loose, we'll pull the line and get it on the bench. With our bore all cleaned up, I like to use sandpaper. I find it works better than the honing stones. Give her a little shot of oil, throw in our spring. Now we can take our, go like this. Go like that. And then I like to take this and this. Our cups, by the way, are just like brand new. Obviously they're not new. Throw your rubber in the other side here too. You can take your, don't do that. So these cams I was telling you about on the back, you bring it up to, see how I'm going like this? That adjusts my shoe out. Now I want to bring it in. Should go. There we go. So I already did it to this side. Now, I probably won't even have to take the ridge off of here. I'll show you. Look. Look at that. That's how it should go. Nice, just so they're rubbing. With our drum now removed, make sure you buy one of those pullers as well. I found some old Happy Snappy ones for stupid prices, and I bought that one brand new, and that was the first time I used it. It seemed to work fine. Note your spring location, top to bottom, here, bottom, top as well. They're the same. Loosen them. These ones, I just come like this. Usually you go like that. And you can usually just hinge these down. Oh, this one's catching the backer a little bit. But either way, just get them out of the way like this. What I like to do with these ones is I loosen the line off. We'll take it right out actually. These things can be a real prick, guys, but take your airline and put it right in there, and then be careful. I'll try and just go a little bit here. Like that. Usually they're really seized and you gotta give them that full 100 PSI. Be careful, because this sucker, if you got a 100-foot shop, it's going the whole way. These old cups on these ones fit over top like that. For the rest of it, there's like a aluminum cup in here. I like to take a pick with a 90 on it, and usually you give it a bit of a pull. It could be cockeyed here. Oh yeah, it's not gonna come out nice. With our cylinders all honed out and the pitting gone, I like to just give them a little bit of oil. I've cleaned up my rubber here, and then we can, oh, never mind, we can't shove that in yet. We gotta put a spring in there. Now we can shove it in there. Spring, there we go. We can put our dust seal on. It's actually very pliable rubber yet. Do that there. Give our other side a little bit of oil. Go. Alright, with the brakes all done, I decided let's tackle this windshield glass. I just got off the phone with my buddy Mike and he says, you absolutely need a second person. Don't do it without that. And when Mike says that, you know, do not do it without a second person. And Mike is just like me and he likes to do stuff himself. So I took these two ratchet straps and they're acting as a second person, I'll show you, so the windshield cannot fall. I just slid my two new pieces of glass in. He said use lots of lube, which I have, clean out my grooves, which I have. I got the bottom all in, and now I'm just working my way up. I found this little pick here. You just put it behind, put the sharp part away from the seal and use the round part, and just work your way up here. It just rolls it right over. Is it as fast and efficient as it could be? Absolutely not. It's going though. Look at that. So this is my not one, but two safeties. One here and one there, so the glass cannot fall. We are seated along the bottom, around to about there on each side. We're just gonna keep working our way around, and it'll look good once it's all cleaned. We're successfully in, and that was actually not that bad. Just go around with that pick, put your screws back in, tighten her down, and you got a nice looking windshield again. This glass is actually pretty see-through, pretty nice too, good clarity to it yet. Took the honor of bolting in this master cylinder and not showing you guys. There's only 2 bolts in it, so I just put 2 back in. If I can find another one that'll fit, we'll throw a third in. Kind of odd how this one is. They usually come out the end, but this one has a fitting there and it faces the line towards the back. I don't know if somebody had converted it out front, because the older generation of trucks, the Master's back in here, or is it the newer ones? I guess the newer ones. Anyways, right to here, we're gonna throw on a nice pre-made line here up to the Master, because I found that somebody had done some brazing on the line and we don't want that. Well, after a long battle with the brakes, we got it in. We're running good. And I just pulled it outside because it was a little hard to get outside, so I thought I'd show you it out here now that it's in the clear and we can finish up this video. It's been taking me forever waiting on parts. Anyways, there's the old girl there. Man, the windshield looks a lot better than before, but you're gonna hate this. I come out a couple days later and I don't know if it expanded or what, but there's a screw here. If you look close, where the hell is it? Oh, right there, you can see it on this angle. Right on the outer layer, there's like a little line. Not a big deal, I'm just gonna leave it. Anyways, it runs good. Should probably take that choke off. It's about -10, so I had the choke on. Starting to sputter a little bit. But the bed has faded in good. I wanted it to get a little more dusty, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, and I bolted that tail light on. I got to pretty up the wiring, but there's the old girl there. I'm gonna be throwing this thing for sale because I'm not gonna drive this one either. I'm trying to put the money towards a tractor so I can lift up stuff here and move stuff around because I'm struggling, killing my back. So anyways, here she is, and I'll just thought I'd show you it. Thanks for watching. Made it! Woo!